because I was so used to seeing Bill's work and all the pencil he does.
Mm-hmm.
I also have several fabric on this cycle like polka dots and hair cluster that's still in. Isn't that fun?
Maybe she just wouldn't get used to, things and maybe compact things a little better and get along better. But like them in what instead of these are 3 How you looking? Yeah. Oh, see, I bet it's gonna be all right, don't you, Margaret?
I think so.
What is that little house for? Specifically.
Like a garden shed.
What was the original purpose of this building?
This was a chicken house.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever use it as that?
It was a chicken house.
Did Aunt Rose ever have chickens?
Yeah. And ducks too. And goose and guineas. And all kinds of things. And we used to out in the country. From our orchard.
Oh, that I remember. I remember that well.
You do, don't you, Cathy?
I sure do.
And she kept them for the eggs, or?
And dinner.
Oh. Poultry?
Now these
Azaleas.
azaleas are so large.
They are, aren't they? And those others are camellias that's just beginning
Right
to
here.
slide back in it. Into the background.
At 8, so then half an hour early. And then we made our connection, very comfortably. So it's been a smooth trip. Good.
And they'll pick you away.
Everyone worked so hard to prepare.
Yeah, I had to work a long time cooking this.
Here's Kit.
Somebody's effort
And
certainly
Susie.
shows.
Mm.
Yes.
Whether it was to say hello or get a nice picture, or
This house here.
And that house right there, but then the and that little room is right there.
It's typical looking, I guess.
Was built for their father when they found out he had TB. And it was
died at 17. And this is J.E. and Ruth Overton.
That's David Russell.
It was David Russell.
And how old was he again?
You know what? This thing lifts right up. Let's see. What is that? Something there. Now, I know Russell would have been born in 1917.
I think it's 1918.
That would be about right. That was Grandpa Ed's mother. You know, something else that I have at my house that is one of the things. I have a family Bible.
Oh.
Okay. I have an old family. I have an old family Bible, and I have another Bible that Grandpa Ed was his reading Bible.
Didn't Mom have Grandpa Overton's Bible? I thought she did.
I bet I'll be the next guy. That would have been Grandpa Ed's daddy.
Which one?
J.D.O. That would be J.D.O. See, this is John Oates. Next to see, this would have been Grandpa Ed's father.
And look at this. Plumbing was one that was in there too that we heard.
Yeah. Lord. And this is an OCC. This person died born in 1848 and died in 1935.
James, it could be James.
True. James would fit better because I've never heard anybody refer to the James doesn't fit. Sally. Now this, yeah, you're right. Now, Grandpa had a brother named Tom. That was another one of them who died real young. You know, like the twin. Okay.
That's 92 to 31.
But see, that was 28. That's right.
Did our grandmother had a twin sister, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
And did she live to be pretty old, or?
She died at birth. You know, Grandmama's twin sister and her mother died at that birth.
The twin
Oh,
did
really?
also?
The twin did also.
And did they name the twin?
She,
Yeah.
Yes, she was Naomi.
That's right. One twin was Ruth and the other was Naomi.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Now they would be, she would probably be in the Witchard cemetery, wherever that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Were
Yeah.
they buried in the same coffin, or do you know
I don't know.
how that worked?
I don't know. Mama would probably tell. And I don't know. You know, I don't know if they died right there at the same time, or if the baby lived a few days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then died. But you're right. Now here is,
Oh, wow.
now here is Susie E. Read that.
Aunt Nell and Uncle Arthur's house. Their land. Their niece. Uncle Otho, Uncle Phil, and Lonnie. The back of their house and their backyard. Uncle Phil, Lonnie, Uncle Otto, Margaret. Uncle Otto's garden. His grapevines. Here we go. Look at me on there.
one by the box.
He's laying real low, like we won't notice his tail hanging over.
After you can take the top off the big one, look at the big.
Oh yeah, yeah. I go up there whether it's warm or not, put that sugar into it. That thing's red. Is it still running?
Hello, Susie. Well, this is about to come and knock you in the tree, hadn't we, girl?
And we might. I don't know where we had or not.
Okay, you can sit down in this chair. This is kind of a straight chair. Right there's a little bit comfortable.
I'm here to have a straight.
Okay, okay.
You've been keeping it straight.
Hello.
How are you doing?
How you doing?
It was fun.
I don't know.
You lying.
It's a good day to be traveling anyway. At least it's not raining.
The girl said that you had enough food for I don't know what. When you went, fine, we went.
Hey, how are you? Hey, good to see you. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
It feels steer me literally sit down. Yeah.
It's just right.
And how you doing? Just see you.
We got another end, Diana. Let's go in there and sit down.
I was seeing you before.
Hey. Hello there. I hear there's some noise being recorded.
So when the water permits, I don't have to make any decisions. Hey, Cathy.
Hi, Bill. We'll eat as soon as I boil the frozen peas. I said, we'll eat as soon as I boil the frozen peas. Hey, Jason. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I know, Jason, how you doing?
Danger, been windstorms, everything coming up.
Bless your heart.
You remember that thing?
Don't you dare.
I've got to. I've got to. Just take me at you. Just pretend you're here, because they need to visit too. Everyone at home needs to visit
When
too.
everybody gets to the table, get Donna's little flowers. It's ready, and you're watching. Pass the book to Donna like she's the mom. I'm gonna take the boiler.
Don't go in or coming out. Well, make a long story short. opening up the can.
Oh, nice. So here's lots straighter than it was. You know, it did get straight.
You know, I was going to go out and take this to the boat and show the. There's Bill.
Yeah, she has changed a lot.
Well,
And show the rod holders.
okay, bring it on.
Okay.
I got a sick.
I'll turn the light on
And
in case that's my.
we won't need it. In fact, it'll work better if I have the light to my back. Yeah. But these are Uncle Otha's rod holders that he's
I've been doing some drilling.
our drill holders
Rod holders or whatever.
or whatever. How many rods can you stack in the
10.
10?
It's 5 on each side. Well, 12. There's 2 in the middle. 2 back in here. Right there. There's some rod holders down there. So there's 12 rod holders.
Is there a legal limit at all?
No.
The turkey with everybody. It was part my turkey, part your turkey, part David's turkey. We all had turkeys. What year was it, you know?
It's been about 10 years ago.
There's 2 parts the lower fin has to be hotter than the upper.
It's been a pretty good one.
Well, everyone had their strategy, right?
Huh?
They all had their own strategy,
Oh, yeah.
and you had yours.
Yeah, mine. I didn't go turkey hunting on opening day. Lonnie and David went turkey hunting on opening day. They were, okay, when they were coming down the path towards a creek, Lonnie dropped David out, and he was going to go down to the creek and start calling like a hoot owl. Now this makes the gobbler up on the tree, you know, start gobbling away, and he just keeps on doing that. And then Lonnie can go in the other way, and a deer path down there, park his vehicle. And he can locate where the gobblers are in the trees at. And then he can get near one and wait for him to come down. When he flies down, you know, about time for him to fly down, he can take his call and sound like a turkey hen, you know. And the old Tom turkey hen say, boy, there's that turkey hen waiting on me, and he'll jump down there right away, and you can shoot him. But they heard plenty of turkeys. But somehow or another, they didn't get the connection between the shotgun and the turkey hen, you know. And I was getting a cup of coffee with mine. When they come along and they told me they hadn't killed the turkey. And they said, Rich, you got to go with us tomorrow. You can kill the turkey. I said, man, I can't kill the turkey. Yeah, you can kill the turkey. Okay. So the whole thing in a nutshell was I went back with them the next day and we did the same thing all over again, except I was with Lonnie. When we come down the path and dropped David out, he went on down to the creek, started howling like a gobbler. And well, we heard the turkey howling like a gobbler, you know, up in the tree somewhere. David was howling like a hoot owl. That make the gobble go. Anyway, finally, David come back and circled and come to meet us. And the one that was up in the tree, he flew before we got close enough at him. And we discussed the situation. And Ronnie asked David, said, what are you going to do with David? David said, I'm going back across the creek, and I'm going back up across the creek again. Cross it, holler like hoot owl a couple times, then watch the water holes. One's going to come down and drink, and I'm going to kill him. I said, what you going to do, Lonnie? He said, I'm going down the creek a little ways, and I'm going to get behind some brush and I'm going to watch the swampy area along the hillside there and watch where turkeys come. And I'm going to call once in a while. He said, what you going to do, Dad? I said, I'm going back up the hill, laying depression, waiting. It was a nice place to wait for a turkey. Within 15 steps, 15 full steps from me to the deer path. And there was a log about this big, laying down, about 10 or 12 foot long, on my side of the deer path. Also, there was a tree about this big, and some bushes growing up. But other than that, it was kind of sparsely the amount of foliage. Well, Lonnie was calling, and I just about give up. The sun felt so nice. And I peep up once in a while. I had that camouflage hat on with the brim, wide brim like that. I peep up once in a while. Oh, I seen a little turkey hen sneaking along the path, you know. After watching the turkey hen a while, she went twice, and left. I said, well, that's the end of that. I lay back down, and it leaves every time I move it. Just crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Scare a turkey to death.
You have to talk louder.
It's okay.
Okay. I raised up every once in a while, looked, and back over on the hill, the turkey was gobbling away. And then I saw one with the red underneath his neck on the other side of the path. And I eased back down, and I waited a couple of seconds. I raised up feet and looked under my hat brim. And he was on the path and going towards this tree with these bushes. And a gun laying down beside him, and them leaves are so dry, till just time I move, he's gonna go, you know. When he got behind the tree, I rolled, took the gun in form position, and put it right where I wanted it. He stopped still and stood there for about 3 minutes. And I waited. When he finally stepped out there, I couldn't blow the meat away. He was behind a log, just the head sticking up. So he tried, boom, boom. Told me the story.
And you got, that's a good story.
That's a nice turkey. Weighed 21 pounds, 22-pound turkey is a trophy bird.
Okay, honey, we're gonna ask
He
you
was
a
plenty
question
old.
here.
He had spurs, was just short of being a trophy bird.
That's a great story.
But his beard, he wore it off on the ground, strutting after all them hens over there.
Jesus, we thank you for your world and its beauty and for your creation. We thank you for this food, that it might nourish us to serve you in Jesus' name, Lord.
So we stuck the plates around the table. Wow, just pick up a plate wherever you think you might want to sit. And wherever. Put her there and you serve her plate. Okay. You want to do that? Okay. So, okay. Come along, little girl.
Is your first name Nellie or just Nell or?
Now you're pushing me.
Nellie Dean.
Nellie Dean.
I knew it was Nellie, but I wasn't sure if that was a nickname or your actual.
That's her.
It's
a real
thing. Is it Nellie?
Yes, on my driver's license. My daddy. And Nell seemed real excited about that. I tell you what, I used Nell at school, and I got my little certificate of graduation from the various, things with Nell on it. But they named me Nellie Dean, and you know why?
Why?
Well, Mama said she named the boys and Daddy named the girls. And he named Rosalie after the character in a novel he was reading. Mm-hmm. And then when Susie came along, he tried naming her after people. And Mooring, Susie Mooring. And, well, she didn't give her the Mooring, but it was his grandmother who named her after. And then, Ruth Naomi, that was easy to come by, Mama and her twin. But there was an old song, and every time I hear it, I just cringe. There was an old ship by the stream in Halidine. So I got that one.
You got named after the ship. Mm-hmm. There's a little girl that lives behind me. She's about 12 years old. Her name is Jimmy Lynn. Jimmy Lynn. Her
Jimmy
first name
Lynn.
is Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Poor thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this?
Let me see.
Oh, sure. No.
That's Reginald. We saw him at the funeral home, and one of his brothers in Georgia.
But that's Miss Parkson and her sister, Miss Jefferson, that I used to live with when I first went to Greenville.
Mm-hmm. Some friends of Susan's.
Is your daddy?
That's Lonnie. It's Phil's friend. Lonnie's name. That's Lonnie.
Well, I declare you didn't take a woman.
He was an army friend. He used to come to our house with people. Well, Did you take that picture, Lonnie?
I seen it. Lonnie Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now what's your birthday?
So are we at a picture
September
that
the
says
24th.
Shane?
No, I didn't look at this picture.
And
So
what
that's your
about Aunt
namesake.
Dolly?
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday is
Yes, that's Lonnie and
January the 24th.
and Dolly, and that's
And it would be 2 years behind mine.
Okay.
2 years ahead of me. I don't remember.
I ask you every time I every time, you know, when I teach school at Fort Jackson, I get a lot of people from all over the United States. And anytime anybody comes from this part of the country down there, the first thing they ask me is, are you kin to the people that sell skis and all that kind of stuff?
I don't know. Vance Oakton's boys, one of them sells skis, and they are related to us. I don't know how, but
I tell you,
it's a long ways off.
it's just a few generations back.
Yeah.
Tell them a few generations
I
back.
told them if they were far distance cousins and I didn't know about it.
They are connected, but it is a few generations back.
Apparently they are.
Several brothers, and let's see, there was Buddy and Uncle Jim and Uncle Sam. You remember that was at Stokes? But he had this one brother that we called Uncle Beebe, and he had some name like Ebenezer or something. What was it, Susie?
I don't know what his name was, but they lived in Durham.
But he moved to Durham, and there's a lot of Overtons up in that
From him.
From him in the up in that area. One time,
That's right. I forgot Uncle B. And he had a daughter named
I don't know any of his children.
I forgot them Beebe so much.
But
His name was Beebe Oaton.
I had an experience about that one time. I had a $100 war bond that Uncle Buddy had bought to give to me, and that was a special thing because it was a way of saying, you know, here's something nice for you. I'm not giving this to everybody. I think he bought Susie one too.
He did.
Susie and I were his favorites. But anyway, I went to a bank in Durham to cash that war bond, and somebody up in an office said, would I come up there, you know, and I thought, you know, what have I done now? And he was a, you know, family connection. So he just, you know, he was just interested in the name.
Recognized the name and was wondering if you were related.
You know, Dolly and I had an experience. I took Dolly up to Duke before all these other illnesses showed their face. She began to have this trouble with one eye, as if there was a curtain drawn over part of it. And her eye doctor sent her to a specialist. And don't do it, Cathy.
Yeah, just sit better. Here's Uncle Ben and Susie. No.
Phil, you need to slip over that and sit in Nell's lap.
No, I mean,
Where's Lonnie going to sit? Oh, you'll have.
we're going to get Lonnie and you too.
I was moving.
I'm going to stand
That's
and
one
take pictures.
generation.
you go.
We're getting this.
This is exactly the same car I got.
Yeah.
White folks can't shoot baskets, something like that. There's a name of a movie, you know.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Little Snoop. What'd you find?
Cheers.
Let's see.
Aunt Nell and Mom, Aunt Dolly.
Uh-oh.
Bunch of kids.
Out of focus. Cool. Anyway. Whoa! Turn this way, maybe I can get the lighting a little better. I think that's better. Cool, what else? What else is in there? You little Snoop.
There's Uncle Opa.
Oh yeah. Let me try to zoom in on that one. Oh yes, that's very clear. What else?
No, this is Joyce and some other people.
Uh-huh.
There's our two Gramps.
Oh, really? Let's see if we can get that. It's kind of shiny. Turn it a little bit. Is that kind of a fuzzy picture to begin with?
No.
Okay,
They're
I
just
think
real
I got it.
far away.
All right, what else?
This is a bad picture. I think that's Uncle Phil.
Okay, let me see if I can get that one. How am I doing? Cool. What else?
There's Grandma Ruth.
Okay.
There's Uncle Buddy.
You know what? The light's shining on it funny.
On the back.
Okay.
Uncle Buddy, Cathy, Bud, Gramp Reardon, Mom, and Grandpa Ed
And where do you think they are?
at the farmhouse.
Cool.
Oh, there's Aunt Nell sporting around on the bike.
Aw, that's neat.
There's Aunt Nell with freckles.
Oh yeah.
There's Joyce again.
Uh-huh. Got it.
That's about it.
Who's that with Santa Claus?
I don't know.
We'll zoom in maybe. Maybe one of our viewers at home will recognize this little face. Well, I certainly can't recognize Santa Claus. Margaret, how about giving me a tour?
A tour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me put this back where I found it.
Under 10 locks.
Here's the foyer.
Okay. Also, oops, pressing the wrong buttons here. Also known as the foyer.
The stairwell going upstairs.
Okay.
A little bench. Does this look familiar to anyone at home?
Oh yeah. We recognize that pattern.
Come along this way. Here we are in Aunt Nell's living room. Fireplace. We had two fires going yesterday with the big gathering. Here's a nice little photo album with everybody doing everything. All the barn hills. Go through the dining room. This is the back of the house and the backyard. And their property goes way down the hill and farther than we can see.
The dogwoods are in bloom.
As well as the azaleas. Here's their fresh cut flowers from their yard.
Very pretty. Tea set.
Come on through the kitchen.
I bet I know what you're looking for. The dessert from last night.
Yesterday. Woo! Or as Aunt Susie would say, woo hoo 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 hoo. It's the kitchen.
Very spacious.
Again, these handles might look familiar. We may have seen something similar in our own home. Here's the family room.
Another patio door.
Another fireplace. This, Mira, maybe you can help me know exactly what this is. This barrel, what did it hold? Cornmeal or something?
Uh-huh.
And Grandpa Ed made it? Is that right?
Yep.
And
Out on the farm.
And
Was
there's
used to
a-
hold the cornmeal.
there's a mouse hole that still is in the bottom, but I will lift it up to show you. So that's a priceless thing. There's the front door.
Door goes back. front.
I don't know if you can see Uncle Elf's boat. Yeah.
That goes out to a utility room in the garage.
You can go upstairs now.
We could go back through here.
Can I fix you a snack while we're on the way up the stairs? Ham sandwich? Some butter beans?
Cathy came through when I was eating my ham sandwich, saying, you know, we're going out to lunch. I go, yeah. Here's the den. Here's a recent photo of Martha, Jason, Leslie, and the baby is Julia.
And Cathy says this piano and stool are from the Overton farmhouse.
I can get a picture of that.
That she remembers them there.
Wow. You remember spinning in the stool?
Sitting on that stool and spinning around.
Uncle Opus said someone's fat butt wrecked the stool because they were sitting and spinning.
Here's the powder room.
Very nice. Here we go back to the front entrance.
Come on upstairs. Watch your step. Here is the spare room. I think this used to be Jenny's. This is where Donna slept the other night.
Twin beds. Very pretty. Closet.
This is Alan's old room. This is where Cathy slept this weekend. Lovely view of the dogwoods.
I don't think I could see that.
Too bright.
Oh wait, maybe now I can. Yeah.
For both of us. You have to see this nice bathroom.
Where we spent most of our time.
2 sinks. A vanity. And then the tub and toilet have their own little door for privacy.
Nice.
This is Donna's room. This is where you and I stayed, Mare. Again,
What'd you say?
said again, you can see all the foliage that surrounds the house. The dogwoods. You can see the moss hanging off the trees. The butterflies on the azaleas.
We really suffered, didn't we, Kath?
It's hard to leave.
I'm not. I forgot to tell you.
You're not.
Have a good trip.
It's so hard to leave.
This is their room at Nana Golfa.
They also have an adjoining bathroom right around the corner.
I believe we've seen it all.
Thank you. Bye.
Come again.
Okay.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Perfect. Margaret just sneaked up this driveway to take a look at this house. The little sneaker.
Look at those trees dripping in moss. Is this Southern charm?
Here's the culprit. Here's a navigating culprit.
Uh-oh. We're in a heap of trouble.
Oh, I see a car. Should we go up
Beautiful
and knock?
southern home. Little gazebo. Look at this driveway. I mean, like we really thought we were supposed to go this way.
I don't have my Scarlett O'Hara dress on.
Oh God, can you imagine?
Look back.
Go back again. You gotta get the whole, like, coming up the driveway thing there. I'll go see how the trees kind of, the dogwoods.
Yep, it's a beauty. Oh yeah, I do have the time on here. Shoot.
Is it wrong?
Darn it. Not only is it wrong, I pressed something wrong.
That tree's been marked on
Yes, it is.
Today is April 5th, right?
No, today's the 6th.
Oh, great. The date's been wrong. Today's actually April 6th. Oh, this is Chicago time. No wonder. Whoa! Bumpy road. Oh.